Hello, Combat here, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. In this video, we're going to do the decks of the week a day early, mainly for the fact that I've kind of just been a little bit busy, and I'm not feeling too great today, so I didn't have time to record a deck playing video. So I just decided to do this one because it's quick and easy. I already had the decks spotted up for tomorrow, so it was just going and recording it. So we'll look at the decks, we'll talk about the card of the new card this week, and then yeah, that's it. So let's just get into the deck, shall we? So first up's going to be the deck that I showed the other day. This has been my go-to deck when I just want to chill and play some fun games, like this evolve chamois type stuff, which is what I call it, right? It's kind of the middle package with Cersei stuff to evolve the card. Obviously you can cheat Cersei out with Jubilee and Iron Lad if you're lucky, or you just do it and then you try and take initiative with the fact that you're milling people, you got some early tempo, and then you've got Goliath and Negasonic for like turn 6 plays. Honestly, this deck's been one of the most fun decks I've played in a while. If you want something just fun and a little bit different, give this a go. Next up we have, what's this? Another Cersei. Oh, this is just like junk stuff, right? Yeah, like tokeny junk stuff, right? You're trying to get a cheap Mockingbird out. You've got your Annihilus, Hood, Sentry package, right? White Widow from more stuff, Jeff, Red Guardian, Nocturne, and then you've got Cersei just to evolve the stuff. In case you don't draw Annie, you can use Cersei on the Sentry, right? Or you can use it on like the Hood, the White Widow, a Mysterio. There's plenty of options for it, which makes it really good. And then because you're playing all these tokens, you get Mockingbird cheap, you get the temp on the Jeff, Red Guardian, White Widow, and then you got Sage for some big power spike. Next up, we just have a Surfer deck. I'm looking at it. There's not much really difference, right? It's fitting in Wong a little bit, so that's a little bit greedy, I guess, if you want to put it that way, right? Trying to fit the Wong in here because you've got cards that benefit quite well off it, right? Like Sage, Wolfsbane, obviously Silver Surfer. Forge can do a bit of work on there as well. And stuff like that, right? You've got plenty of options for like your 1 on 4, Sarah on 5, and you can play free, right? And get some stuff. Surfer's in a kind of good spot. Anytime a new card comes out, you have a chance, right? So like you've got the Sage and the Red Guardian that are kind of newish cards that are slotted in here quite well. What are we on for? So this is just a Talk and Destroy deck. I don't know who originally came up with this list when like Lady Deathstrike got buffed the original. She has been nerfed a little bit, and then you had the Cersei in here. But this deck, this version is running both of them, which is very interesting, right? It gives you Lady Deathstrike's just a decent card, right? You just get to destroy some of their freeze, destroy some of yours to make a cheaper death and stuff like that. So it does quite well, and obviously you can destroy your and Sentry and Hood stuff, right? So which is really nice. 5, Namora. Honestly, I'm surprised how well Wong stuff's doing right now. Obviously you've got Cosmo in the game, right? But it just feels like Cosmo doesn't do enough right now to be put in a lot of decks, which is very interesting. Like, because you'd rather probably run a Red Guardian, right? Which means that you're going in to try and just kill the Wong, because then the Red Guardian is always going to have some value, where Cosmo might have value, it just might not, right? You might put it in a lane just to protect yourself or try and stop him. But like if you're playing a Cosmo, let's say, versus a Wong, and you have to play your top turn 5 just dropping a Cosmo on their Wong lane, it doesn't feel great, right? It just does not feel that good at all. So like I feel like Cosmo's a little due a little buff. I don't really want to see it because I hate that stupid dog. But yeah, Wong stuff's doing quite well at the moment. What was that? We got 6. Nope. 6 is Tribunal, negative Tribunal. I put this video out yesterday. I tried this deck and I had a lot of fun. The power you can put out with Tribunal is kind of crazy. Obviously, there's a few decks out there that are super annoying to face into this. Like I said, Red Guardian stuff's everywhere, right? So you got to be careful with your Red Guardian because it can target some of your key pieces if they realize what they're against and don't just play it on free, just trying to snipe like my Ravona or something like that, right? Which I don't really care about it as much, right? You Ravona and then you get your negative down, hopefully. And then after that, it's nice to have Ravona, but you don't really need it. And if they're using it on that, they're not using it on an Iron Man or a Super Skrull, Mystique, Sarah Blue Marvel, you know, stuff like that. So this deck did quite well for me when I was playing it yesterday. Next up, we have just like this is kind of like a tempo blink type stuff. Just kind of, I don't want to say good stuff blink, but it's kind of easiest way to do it, right? You got some location control with Quake, Jeff Nocturne. You got the tempos in Nebula and White Widow, Red Guardian again, great tech card. Then you got the Jubilee and Leech, which are good blink counters, blink hits, right? So you can use both of these to hit like the Claw and the Red Hulk and the Magneto and stuff like that. It's very good. Blink's a fun card. Did fall off a little bit with Leech nerf. Next up we have Bounce. Yeah, kind of like it. I do prefer the werewolf version myself now that Professor X is gone and you're freed up a little bit. But I understand not playing it because it can be a little annoying with restricting. Like this doesn't even have Hitmonkey in it. This is a very interesting take on the Bounce stuff, right? You're leaning into the you're leaning into Angela and Katie stuff, I guess, with Sage and Bishop as your two scalers, which can work. It's not how I do my Bounce. I like my Hitmonkey or my thingy and my werewolf. Next up, we just have a token zoo deck. Right, you're gonna play a lot of tokens. You can try and bust up the cards. Dazzler gets both. You get Kazai, you get Blue Marvel down, you get a big Gilgamesh. You get your tokens and your Squirrel and your Debris. 2 get a cheap Mockingbird. Throw on White Widow because you're a nasty piece of work. A little bit of location control with Nocturne. Dazzler is just an insane card for these type of fill up every location. The last deck is just gonna be. This is just like a good tempo deck, right? This is just like a good Ravona deck. You got your Athena and your stuff like that. So you get your Athena package, which is great. Then you got Ravona into like these nice cards like Morph Sage, Iron Man. You get a couple of cheap cards down with Mysterio, so you can play Sasquatch for cheap. Mysterio makes Mockingbird cheap. Yeah, I actually like this. I might play this. This might be the deck that I do a video on this week. And last up, we will talk about the new card, which is, I don't think she was in here, right? Makkari. Yeah, I don't think there was any decks where she was in here. Could have put her in a Surfer deck if you wanted to. But honestly, I feel like the card's okay. This would have been a perfect example if they still did Series 4 cards. Like, it's just a 0-4, right? Because you're never playing her. There's literally no point in playing her. Just let her come out herself. Unless you're playing her on free because you want to hit a certain location, but most of the time you're gonna have another card to play, right? So yeah, you're pretty much never playing her. But yeah, she seemed okay. Like if she had one more stat, she'd be a little bit broken, I think. So 3-4 is a good start line. It's kind of boring, right? I just kind of find her a little boring and slow, and not my type of card. But you know, some people like her. And she can do some work. Anyways, that's enough rambling today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.